The story of the Slavs starts with a long trip. It was a journey that would shape their future and the history of Europe. Around the year 600, these folks packed up and moved from their old homes in Eastern Europe. They left behind their familiar surroundings, driven by the need for new opportunities and better living conditions. They traveled in groups called tribes, spreading out across the huge, flat grasslands. These tribes were not just families, but entire communities, each with its own leaders and traditions. They moved slowly but surely. The journey was arduous, filled with challenges like harsh weather and difficult terrain, but their determination kept them going. Over hundreds of years, they found new homes in Eastern and Central Europe. These new settlements became the foundation for many modern European nations. The Slavs were farmers and hunters, getting used to all the different places they found along the way. They adapted to various climates and landscapes, learning new agricultural techniques and hunting methods to survive and thrive. Their journey was not just about survival, but also about building a new way of life. They created tools, built homes, and established communities that would last for generations. The legacy of their migration is still evident in the cultural and historical landscapes of Europe today. The first Slavs came from a place near the Pripyat marshes, which is now in Poland, Ukraine, and Belarus. It was a land of trees and rivers. The Slavs lived in small villages and were good at farming. They grew things like wheat and barley, and they also raised animals. Life was simple but tough. They loved nature and worshipped gods who controlled the sun, the rain, and the harvest. As the Slavs moved around, they met other groups like Germanic tribes in the west and the Byzantine Empire in the south. Sometimes they got along and traded goods and ideas. Other times they fought. The Slavs learned new things from their neighbors, like better ways to farm and new religions. This mix of cultures helped shape who they became. Around the year 800, a formidable Slavic group emerged, marking the beginning of a significant era in Eastern European history. This group was known as Kievan Rus, a federation of Slavic tribes under the rule of the Varangians. The heart of Kievan Rus was its main city, Kiev, which is now the capital of Ukraine. Kiev was strategically located along the Dnieper River, making it a vital hub for trade and culture. Over time, Kievan Rus grew in power and influence, becoming a dominant force in Eastern Europe. Its territory expanded to include vast areas where numerous Slavic tribes resided. The Federation controlled a massive region, stretching from the Baltic Sea in the north to the Black Sea in the south, and from the Carpathian Mountains in the west to the Volga River in the east. Kievan Rus was a collection of smaller principalities, each governed by local leaders, but all united under the supreme authority of the Grand Prince. This system allowed for a degree of local autonomy while maintaining overall cohesion. The prosperity of Kievan Rus was largely due to its strategic position along the Dnieper River, which facilitated extensive trade with both Scandinavia to the north and the Byzantine Empire to the south. This trade network brought wealth and cultural exchange, enriching the civilization. The Slavs left a big mark on the world. Their influence can be seen in many aspects of modern life, from the languages we speak to the cities we live in. They started countries like Russia, Ukraine, Poland, and others. These nations have rich histories and cultures that are deeply rooted in Slavic traditions. Their small villages grew into big cities. Over centuries, these settlements evolved, reflecting the resilience and ingenuity of the Slavic people. Their language changed into many different Slavic languages that millions of people still speak today. From Russian to Polish, these languages carry the legacy of the Slavic spirit. When Kievan Rus decided to follow Orthodox Christianity, it changed the religions of Eastern Europe. This decision had a profound impact, shaping the spiritual landscape of the region. They fought hard against invaders and really made Eastern Europe their home. Their bravery and determination ensured the survival and growth of their culture. You can still see signs of their history in the cultures of Eastern Europe today. From traditional dances to unique architectural styles, the Slavic heritage is alive and well. Modern Slavic festivals celebrate this rich heritage, showcasing traditional clothing, music, and cuisine. These events are a testament to the enduring legacy of the Slavic people. Like and subscribe for more stories.